Welcome back everybody, Mudford here. I'm in the wife's car again. When you drive it over uneven terrain or you're turning and going over bumps, you can hear kind of like a clicking noise or clunking. And I'm pretty sure it's the, I don't know if you could hear that or not, I'll do it again. Pretty sure it's the sway bar links. It's a pretty common problem, so I went ahead and got them. I'm going to go ahead and throw them on, and I'll bring you along, and you can see how to do it. This is a 2007 Freestyle, but they're pretty much all similar, and these are the tie rod style. Some of them are just a bolt with rubber grommets and sleeves and washers and stuff. This is the tie rod end style. Okay, normally I like to pull it in the garage and use my air impact gun and take the wheels and stuff off, but I got a bunch of junk in there now, no room, so I'm going to do it outside, old-fashioned way. By the time I drag the air hose out here and find the sockets, I can probably get it off quicker with just a 4-way, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I already got them loose. Here's the upper mount for it, and there's the lower one. Looks like we'll have to use a wrench on the lower one. I'm going to go ahead and spray them down with some penetrating oil, and hopefully we can get them off pretty easily. I ended up going for the air hose anyway, and the impact. That's a 15 millimeter on this one. What's happening, of course, is the ball is spinning inside of there. The ball and socket of the tie rod type end. So that's unfortunate. Expected, but unfortunate. And this is the style nut this is a nylon one, which makes it even worse for coming off, which is bad for this style. This one is just some kind of a locking nut. I can see the nylon in there, and it did come loose a little bit. Unfortunately, now I think I'm going to have to put a socket on the outside and a wrench on the inside to get it, which is not going to be near as fun. Sprayed a little bit of penetrating lube on there. Okay, so I got a ratcheting wrench on now. Boy, it's coming off, but it's coming off pretty slow, and it's getting harder to turn. Down on the lower nut now, and it actually seems to be coming off easier. Okay, that was a dumb idea to work outside. I thought I'd be able to do it fairly quickly, and it's actually going pretty slow, and it started raining. I like this for penetrating oil. It seems to work pretty good. Okay, here's the setup I was using. I had the 1/4" drive 7mm ratchet on the end of the bolt, and then I had a ratcheting 15mm ratcheting wrench on it, and towards the end I had to get a torque multiplier because it was moving so tough at the end. Okay, I got the bottom one without much of a problem, but the top one just being belligerent, so I went ahead and got the ABS wire out of the way. We're going to break out the old hot wrenches. That'll learn it. Not the recommended way. Let me go ahead and give her a shot here. There we go. And there is a right and a left on these. And at first I couldn't figure out why or what it was, what the difference was. But it's the, these are kind of on an angle. They're not, let me try to show you. These aren't facing directly opposite of each other. I don't know if I can get a shot where you can see it. Yeah. This one is pointing not quite straight down. It's pointing this way a little bit. And that one's pointing some other way. But they don't line up. If you look at it like this, they're not 180 degrees off. They are a little different. It's raining pretty good out here, so kind of want to get this together. Holy. Yeah. Freaking right. That's going to be fun. Oh, it's a different size too. That's probably going to be in the 13 department. I think this one's supposed to be a 14mm, but 9/16 is just about close enough, I think. That's not good. I think you might want to put the bottom one in first. So yeah, learn from my mistakes. Try the bottom one first. There's not a lot of clearance in this region here with the top of the knuckle, where the strut slides down into the knuckle. So you want to put the bottom one in first and then swing her over. That would probably be smarter. With it in at the bottom, it's further in that direction and it doesn't hit this at all. Huh? Now if I can just not drop everything, I'm going to put a pry bar right in this region here. Right into that spot in the frame above the A-arm. And I'm going to push the whole sway bar down. Because if you look up here, hopefully I can find it. See, I'm too high up here. So I'm going to pry that down. There. Now she's in. Okay, so that's back on. We're ready to put the wheel back on, and should be good. And one other thing I like to do while I'm in here, I'm going to take a look at the rotors. They're wore pretty even. I'm going to sneak in and look at the brake pads, make sure they got some life left in them. Should put some pliers on here and make sure my tie rod's good. Make sure all my bushings are good on my sway bar back in there. I'm going to check out my axle boots, both boots on my drive axle. Just check everything out while you're in here. Okay, we got it all back together, got the other side done. Now we are going to back over the same spot where I was and see if that noise is gone now. I already think it is. Yep, quiet.